Carolyn from Premier Movement, and happy Wednesday. We're going to take some time to run through your home workout for today. So first of all, we're going to do 3 by 10 today. So 3 rounds of each superset, each pair of the weightlifting, and then at the end, we'll finish out with our little cardio spike, the metabolic conditioning. We're going to do 6 rounds of that one, 30 seconds working, 20 seconds of rest in between. So our first move today is the goblet squat. So you're going to find something to be able to hold in that goblet position here. We want to start making sure we tuck our pelvis underneath and stack our rib cage on top of the pelvis. Shoulders stay back and down, nice long neck with the chin tucked. As we sink into that squat, the knees track the outside 2 toes. We use our exhale, finish with that squeeze on the glutes. We want to make sure we keep a nice flat back, exhaling, squeeze, and that those knees track the outside 2 toes on the way up. If you need to, you can give yourself a target, use a bench or a box behind you, tap those glutes, and drive up. So 10 squats. Then this one's going to be paired with our row with a tricep kickback. So grab something with a handle or something you can hold in that rowing position. We're going to do a bent over row here to our box or chair, splitting that stance. I'm putting my right hand onto my bench here. And before I row, I want to make sure I have a nice neutral spine, my chin is tucked, and I have nice core engagement by pressing that belly out. Use your exhale, push the core out, row that elbow to the torso, and then we're going to finish driving back into that tricep kickback, okay? Come back to that row position and back down to the bottom. Keep that shoulder back and down. Exhale, tricep kickback, here, back down. Okay, so tricep kicks back in the row, 10 on the right arm, switch, 10 on the left arm. So we're going to do 3 sets of that, repeating 10 of each move. Our next move is the walking lunge. So you're going to start with those feet side by side. Before we step into that lunge, we want to make sure we tuck the pelvis, bring our rib cage down, really bracing that core, shoulders are back and down. Nice long neck with that chin tucked. As we step into that lunge, you want to make sure the front knee tracks the outside 2 toes so that the knee's not diving in at all. And then from here, really use your exhale, drive up, squeeze the glute at the top. And then we'll go other side, stepping forward, 90 degrees front knee, 90 degrees in that back knee, exhale through the core, back up and squeeze. Okay, so we're going to take 10 steps forward, 10 steps back. So depending on how much space you have, you might have to do 5 forward and then 5 back, repeat. But it's just going to be 10 forward, squeeze, forward, and then work your way backwards. Same cues, knees track the outside 2 toes, okay? Chin is tucked, using the exhale through our core. And then this one's gonna be paired with our single arm bridge press. So you're gonna wanna grab, again, a weight that you can hold, handles helpful. We're gonna be laying flat on our back, and we're gonna get started. Make sure we have that weight in good position. Stack your hand over your elbow. And then we're going to plant those heels and press up into the glute bridge first, okay? Big pressure in your core, big pressure in the belly. Tuck that chin, and then we're pressing directly over top of that shoulder. Bring that hand back down. Big exhale as you press, and back down. So we're doing 10 presses from the right arm. We'll switch, get that weight reset. Same thing, tuck that chin, pressure in the belly into the glute bridge. We stay in this glute bridge the whole time. Pressure in that core, back down. Okay, keep that weight stacked over top of your elbow. So 10 on the right, 10 on the left. And then our last set today, we have the feet elevated hip thrust. So find something, a chair or a box that you have to work with, and we're gonna elevate those heels. I'm gonna grab a weight to set across my hips. We're gonna elevate the heels here. And then you can just set whatever you have for your weight right across the hips. Plant those feet, heels in the box. And then we're just gonna make sure we start with a core brace, big pressure in the belly, keeping the chin tucked. And then as I thrust my hips up towards the ceiling, I'm gonna slide back here. Sorry, I'm on the linoleum floor and it's sliding. I'm gonna just show you guys without a weight. So I can brace here. But we wanna make sure as we thrust those hips up towards the ceiling that we have a nice flat line from the shoulder blades to the back of the knee. Give it a nice big squeeze, 2 seconds on those glutes here. Tap back down. Thrusting those hips, squeezing, back down. Okay, progression, just add a weight right across the hips. So we've got 10 of those, and then we're gonna finish out with our marching bottoms up carry. So we're gonna start by getting that weight in the bottoms up position. So we're gonna have the pelvis tucked, rib cage down, shoulders stay back and down, long neck, chin tucked. Brace that core, and we're pressing to a 90-degree angle here, okay? We wanna make sure we keep the shoulder back and down. Shoulder stays back and down so that we're not pulling that shoulder up towards our ear. And then we're gonna march this one. So we're marching just a high knee, core braced. Okay, 20 steps total, 10 stepping right, 10 stepping left. And then we'll switch, getting in position on that other side. Make sure we've got good posture, good core stability here. So 3 rounds of that last set, 10 reps of each. So that's it for our weights. We're gonna do 3 by 10 on those, and then we'll finish our workout up today with our cardio. So the metabolic conditioning today, 6 rounds, 6 of each. We're gonna work for 30 seconds and rest for 20. I'll remind you guys about that Tabata timer app. You can just find it in the App Store or the Google Play Store, and that way you can change up your Metcon timer each day. So first move today for Metcon, plank in outs. So we wanna start in a nice high plank position. That neck is long, chin is tucked. I'm actively pushing the floor away to engage those shoulders, and then big pressure in that belly. We're gonna step those feet out in a hop and then come back together. We wanna make sure that we're keeping the core braced and that we're not shifting through the hips. If you need to, just slow it down. Step 1 out, 2 out, 1 in, 2 in. Just make sure you're really doing it with some pressure in that core and exaggerate that pressure in the belly. Then we have squat, narrow, wide. So think of this as an agility ladder where you're moving forward and then we're working our way back. We're gonna sink down into this nice athletic position. Make sure the rib cage stays down and our chin is tucked. Feet start together, and then we're gonna hop forward while stepping those feet out. So hop, out, together, out, together. Stay down in it. Use that exhale through your core, and then you can work it backwards. Okay, you just wanna make sure you're not standing up through each move. Then we're gonna do a lateral lunge walk. So I'm gonna start here and work my way towards you guys. But our feet are gonna start side by side, pelvis tucked, rib cage down, shoulders back and down. As I step into my lateral lunge, my knee tracks my outside 2 toes, and then I'm pressing back to the top, okay? So into that lateral lunge, back to the top, okay? Keep a nice flat back, nice neutral spine, back up. And then just work your way on the way back. Make sure we're not arching the low back as we come up, squeeze at the top, okay? And then our last one today, I'm sorry I did these out of order, but we have bench hops. So if you don't have a bench, that's okay. You can use like a kitchen table. I just have a box, and then you can use like a laundry basket as your target for what you're hopping over, okay? So when we set up here, we wanna make sure we've got something nice and sturdy here, and then actively pushing your bench away from you. Nice flat back here, chin tucked, long neck. Use those exhales, and you're just gonna hop right over top of your target. Make sure you push that belly out here, keeping a nice flat back. So all together, okay? If that's too much, we can take a little impact out, and you're just gonna add a little hop, pause, okay? But neutral spine, core engaged, really important there. That one burns. So 6 times on that one, 30 seconds working, 20 seconds of rest in between. So that's our lineup for today. I hope you guys give it a shot, get a nice good burn going on, and have a happy rest of your Wednesday. Bye guys.